save mankind. Maybe this is my true destiny. How much time do I have? Tomorrow is the day you die.
Okay, I am now both officially speechless and emotional. I don't know what to say as to how Smallville just ended, because there was at least there was probably 2 or 3 cliffhangers in this episode. One, where has Lois gone? She picked up the Legion ring. Where has she gone? We don't know where she's gone. She could have gone to the future, she could have gone to the past. We don't know. 2, was that General Zod at the end of the episode coming out of the orb or coming out of the ground, because it showed the symbol for Zod. For all of you who remember season 7, that was when was it season 6 and 7 I believe, was when Brainiac was trying to bring Zod onto Earth, and I think this was another way of him, you know, another portal, as it were, for him to come into Earth. And oh my God, my head's in bits. I don't know what to think, and I don't know what to say. So for those of us who knew that Davis was going to get killed, well, we knew he was going to get killed, but I did not expect Jimmy to be killed. But who noticed at the funeral his full name is in fact Henry James Olsen. Therefore his first name is officially Henry. So he was really Henry Olsen, and his younger brother has got to be Jimmy. He had the bow tie. He had the bow tie, so that has to be Jimmy. Because if you all remember the old, Superman films, and then you've watched the likes of the Adventures of Lois and Clark, we all know, and if you've read the comics as well, we all know that Jimmy is a very young boy. So to have Henry Olsen die in this episode and have little Jimmy appear at the end of it, at the funeral, obviously says that Jimmy, who we thought was Jimmy, was not in fact Jimmy. So I thought to myself, well, if Jimmy dies, what's that going to do in the whole Smallville DC Comics Superman mythological universe? But thank God that it wasn't actually Jimmy, the Jimmy that I thought it was anyway. So how many of you were shocked at that is the question, because I was. I didn't expect to see Jimmy die. And when Chloe handed his little brother the camera and said, you never know, maybe one day you'll take on his footsteps and all that sort of stuff, I just thought, and then you see the little bow tie on him as well, I just thought, so are you telling me that all this time, that from season 5 I believe it is, that he was introduced, maybe, I think it was season 5, no, not season 5, but yeah, 5 or 6, I can't remember when he came in, but I think it might have been 6 maybe, the Jimmy that we thought was not Jimmy. No. So wow. Clark is now, well, I can't call him Clark anymore because he has stated that Clark Kent is dead, but Kal-El has now realised that it was his human side that was causing all these problems more than his Kryptonian side. We saw how eventually Davis was split from Doomsday, which is what Clark wanted. Obviously Oliver still wanted to kill the Beast stroke Davis, and Clark was not going to let that happen, so Oliver had to take extreme and drastic measures to prevent that from happening. But eventually Chloe intervened and used the black kryptonite and split them both in half. And we don't know exactly what Clark has actually done with Doomsday. We know the plan of what he wanted to do, But it was still a case of what exactly did he do? Is Doomsday buried underground? Now that's quite interesting in that, in a way, it follows the comics, because if any of you have ever read The Death of Superman, at the beginning of that particular graphic novel, Doomsday appears from an underground sort of facility. So I don't think this is the last we've seen of Doomsday. That is all I'm going to say. This is not the last we've seen of Doomsday. I have a feeling he's going to appear, if not next season, maybe in season 10. I'm glad Chloe is still alive. I'm so pleased that she has managed to stay. Yeah, she's staying on, so that's great. But the question is now, what's next for Clark? What's next for Kal-El? What's he going to do from now? You know, now that he says that Clark Kent is dead, is this the point where he goes to the fortress and starts to embrace his destiny fully in the manner that he should be doing? You know, is he going to set up his secret identity so that nobody recognises who he is when he comes back, kind of thing? It's all those questions, you know, are now being asked. All I can say now is let's just wait and see what season 9 brings. I don't know what I'm going to do from now until about October, because I'm sure that's when season 9 is going to start. But all I'm going to say is fantastic season. I've enjoyed every moment of it. All the episodes have been amazing. Seeing the Justice League again, and also obviously Cosmic Boy, aka Rock from Legion of Superheroes, appearing in this episode was brilliant. You know, telling Clark that the fact that Chloe stopped him from killing Doomsday, or from sending Doomsday to the Phantom Zone. Clark did not exist in the 31st century, so that obviously said to Clark, right, well, we've got to do something about Doomsday, of which he's done. But the question still begs, questions: where's Lois gone, and is that General Zod? So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you all for all my subscribers, to everyone who has watched all the previous reviews that I've done. To be honest, I've never ever thought I'd ever do anything like this. It has been great. It has been fantastic. I've loved all the feedback that I've been getting, sent all the messages that I've got as well, people with their theories and what they think is going to be happening in Smallville. Where are we going to go from here now? Are we going to see General Zod? Are we going to see Kandor? Are we going to see the likes of Lois in the 31st century? We don't know. All I can say is, let's see what they've got in store for us for season 9 and beyond. So I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm absolutely emotional now. So it's not the end. That's all I'm going to say. It's not the end. Season 9 will be here very soon, as quicker than we will believe. So yeah, thank you very much for all your support, and I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have a sit down and think, and just reminisce about this season, and just say, yeah, it's been fucking fantastic. Thank you. Bye.
Human emotion is what made you the hero that you are today.
They're what's stopping me from being the hero I could be. It's what the world needs now.
What are you saying?